What's up, guys? I'm gonna read Proverbs 31 to you guys, and explain how Proverbs 31 explains to us that the ideal woman is strong, virtuous, and selfless, right? But and like guys, like I know a lot of us want to believe that we are that, um in the world, but like we're not. And like the women, like I've had a lot of girlfriends, and I was never perfect, uh, and neither were they. Okay, but like let me read. I'm gonna read Proverbs 31 real quick. And like I said, this explains that the ideal woman is strong, virtuous, and selfless. Okay, not the worldly women, the godly woman. All right. Um, so Proverbs 31, verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the oracle which his mother taught him. What, O my son, uh, and what, O son of my womb? And what shall I advise you, O son of my vows? Do not give your generative strength to women, neither form wives and marriages of alliances, nor concubines, nor your ways to that which destroys kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to desire strong drink. Otherwise they drink and forget the law and its decrees, and pervert the rights and justice of all the afflicted. Give strong drink as medicine to him who is ready to pass away, and wine to him whose life is bitter. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and no longer remember his trouble. Open your mouth for the mute. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are unfortunate and defenseless. Open your mouth, judge righteously, and administer justice for the afflicted and needy. An excellent woman, one who is spiritual, capable, intelligent, and virtuous. Who is he who can find her? Most of these women out here are vain and materialists. They really are. Like that's why they like post selfies nonstop to get like attention, and that's why you see a lot of them with like Gucci bags and things like that, and like wearing really like top notch clothing brands and stuff like that. I don't even know them by what they are, but I can definitely see them, recognize them in a picture. Like you know, not many women out here are the way like this book describes that the godly woman, the godly woman. You want a woman who is spiritual, capable, intelligent, and virtuous. Okay? Who is he who can find her? Her value is more precious than jewels, and her worth is far above rubies or pearls. The heart of her husband trusts in her with secure confidence. Do you trust in worldly women with secure confidence? I never did, really. Even when I didn't even show it or make it obvious, I didn't. In the back of my mind and in my gut, I just knew like something was wrong. But uh, the heart of her husband trusts in her with secure confidence, and he will have no lack of gain. She comforts, encourages, and does him only good and not evil all the days of her life. She looks for wool and flax, and works with willing hands in delight. She is like the merchant ships abounding with treasure. She brings her household's food from far away. She rises also while it is still night, and gives food to her household, and assigns tasks to her maids. She considers a field before she buys or accepts it, expanding her business prudently. With her profits she plants fruitful vines in her vineyard. She equips herself with strength, spiritual, mental, and physical fitness for her God-given task. Um, and makes her arms strong. She sees that her gain is good. Her lamp does not go out, but it burns continually through the night. She is prepared for whatever lies ahead. She stretches out her hands to the distaff, and her hands hold the spindle. As she spins wool into the thread for clothing, she opens and extends her hand to the poor, and she reaches out her filled hands to the needy. She does not fear the snow for her household, for all in her household are clothed in expensive scarlet wool. She makes for herself coverlets, cushions, and rugs of tapestry. Her clothing is linen, pure and fine, and purple wool. Her husband is known in the city's gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She makes fine linen garments and sells them, and supplies sashes to the merchants. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and her position is strong and secure. And she smiles at the future, knowing that she and her family are prepared. She opens her mouth in skillful and godly wisdom. And the teaching of kindness is on her tongue, giving counsel and instruction. She looks well to how things go in her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired. Her husband also, and he praises her, saying, and you know what's funny? I don't hear any worldly men praising the women that they're dating. I hear them all complaining about them, or and praising other women that are walking by. For real. But as I was saying, oh yeah, verse 28, her children rise up and call her blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired. Her husband also, and he praises her, saying, many daughters have done nobly and well with the strength of character that is steadfast in goodness. But you excel them all. Charming grace are deceptive, and superficial beauty is vain. But a woman who fears the Lord, reverently, worshiping, obeying, serving, and trusting him with all-filled respect, she shall be praised. Give her of the product of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates of the city. And see, and godly women don't fall for these worldly men. You know, they're picky too. Like, that's what's good about, like, they godly people are the ones who know how to be good, and like, you know, they don't pretend to be perfect, but you know, when we're learning how to behave, it's just best that like we're in relationships. Like, if I'm a godly man, then I want to find a godly woman. Of course, I'm not looking for any right now, and like I mean, if it's God's will, then it'll happen. But I mean, I'm not really concerned about it. But the fact is, I will never date another worldly woman, like an unbeliever. I couldn't do it. I don't trust them. I never did, and it didn't work out. And like, unfortunately, we both paid the price. But yeah, that's Proverbs 31. That was the amplified version. So guys, remember, godly women, strong, virtuous, selfless. All right, I hope you guys have a good day. That's all I'm gonna do for now. Later.